There are a select few names that have been synonymous with the privateer community for decades. One of them is head tennis coach Burzis Kanga. This segment chronicles his time as a player and coach, the family atmosphere he has created with the tennis teams, and what he sees for the future of tennis in New Orleans.
I graduated from high school when I was 16. My parents immigrated from East Africa, Tanzania, and I was playing a junior tournament in Florida, and I was in a really bad car accident. And it literally took me a year and a half to overcome that challenge. And at the same time, I was more determined than ever that I could come back. And when the doctors had told me it would take me a few years to get back, my faith and my belief in myself got me through. And it really just made me work harder and harder. And I found myself in New Orleans. I got here in 1980, and I recognized they had a strong program with basketball and baseball, and tennis was there, but we were just starting off. But they had a couple of years before I got here, and as you know, we played on the old facility, and it was an interesting time because I felt like when I got here, I could have some kind of an impact on this program. When the coach recruited me, the first place he took me was to the French Quarter. And I saw the atmosphere, I saw the warmth of the people, and it was really an instant love affair with the city. I was playing on the tour after I graduated from here. I was in Europe, and Ron Maestri called my dad looking for me. And then I reached out to Maestri, and he said to me, basically in a nutshell, look, I'd like you to be, there's an opportunity here for you if you want to come back and be the men's coach. And at the time I was, 24 years old. And I took the position as a grad assistant coaching the men's team. And, that was, it happened by accident.
From being a player of his and now being his assistant coach, I think it's one thing that comes across very clear is that he just always wants what's best for someone. So he's going to be your number one fan, your biggest support system. He wants to see you succeed, and you really feel that, and that's what allows everybody to be so comfortable and so close, because we have that trust and that support, and it starts with him.
I mean, he isn't just a coach to us. He's like part of our family. He is always there for us. It's not just tennis and practice and workout for him. It's more like if we need anything outside of that, if there's anything bothering us, he would always be there, and he would support us no matter what.
My parents didn't know anything about tennis. I mean, they were just working hard to keep things going. It was just me that I think that when I reflect back on time, I feel very lucky and very blessed that I never thought some of the things that have happened just because of my tennis. And today I live for my players. I want them to be successful. I want Amber, who I think has a great future. And it's been a great ride.
When you hear someone's name over a lifetime, you know that they're making an impact. I am 46 years old, and I have heard his name since I was only a teenager, be it connected with UNO or through junior tennis or through different clubs. So when somebody has that kind of an impact, giving lessons, teaching young people, just the positivity that he brings to the game, that's a long time in one community to impact a sport in that way. So for me, the positive longevity that he has brought to tennis in New Orleans is what I remember.
Coach is very humble. He doesn't really talk about himself. So you hear him talk about other people. I'm still learning things about him. I saw his accomplishments at UNO by accident when he was cleaning his office, and his little clippings came out. I'm super glad I saw them, but no, Coach doesn't talk about himself like that. He'd rather talk about me or his kids or, his family.
But along the way, it was always UNO. I mean, I had a full scholarship. Then they came back and asked me to be the grad assistant and I did that. They were always there. So this institution then becomes, even though I was removed from it when I went to work at a country club, I was still always in the loop with former UNO coaches who were here. And it's always been an institution that's been dear to my heart. When you think of it, like you say, 30 years, and I think to myself, I got my education here, and I've always felt one thing. I always wanted to give back. And so over a couple of years, we did these fundraisers. I've always felt that way. It's all about, at the end of the day, like my dad would say to me, Burzis, nothing matters. It's only the difference you make in other people's lives. And I feel that UNO made a big difference in my life. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.